Imagine waking up every day, every single day with a positive mindset, ready to tackle any challenges that may come your way. What if you could unlock the full potential and transform your life all for the better? Well, today we're going to be diving into the world of personal development with the legendary Jim Rohn. And we're not with him, obviously. He's passed away. But Jim Rohn's going to be sharing his powerful strategies, which I want to share with you for transforming your thinking habits and achieving success in every single aspect of your life. Stay tuned to discover the 5 actionable steps that you can implement right after listening to this podcast.
Welcome to Your Success DNA podcast, the go-to resource for entrepreneurs, business owners, and professionals who are ready to level up their lives. Your Success DNA podcast. Get ready to be inspired, motivated, and empowered to create the life that you truly want. We will be sharing tips, tricks, and mindset shifts that you need to achieve your wildest dreams. Your wildest dreams. Remember, your success is in your DNA.
If you've listened to Your Success DNA, at least one episode, you know that music is very different. And here's why. A few years ago, I hung up the microphone for this particular podcast. It was doing well for me. It was doing with this membership model where I would share the information with you on Monday and then tease the rest of the information I was going to be sharing on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But you had to go behind a paywall. And here's what happened, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who wonder, where did Tracy go with Your Success DNA? Well, my life went to shit. Well, not always. Not all the way to shit, right? You know, I was going through a bitter divorce, and I went through a chapter 13, and I lost clients, and I lost job, and I moved, and all kinds of craziness was going on. And I felt like a bit of a poser, right? Because here I was getting on the microphone for I think it was over 160 episodes, telling you, here's all the amazing things you need to do to make your life amazing. Meanwhile, my life was falling to crap. Right. So I hung up my microphone, and I think that was a big mistake. I think what I should have done is just came onto the microphone and been completely vulnerable with you. But I wasn't ready for that. And we've all been there. So here I am back in the saddle again, back behind the microphone, and back to share with you. Now, I want to welcome back to another episode of Your Success DNA, where today we're going to have an extraordinary story to share with you. The story is about a man who changed countless lives through his speeches and his personal development strategies. Now, I know you've all heard of him, and if you haven't, then you've been living under a rock, or maybe you just stepped into the personal development world. His name is Jim Rohn, and in this episode, I'm going to be exploring some of the key points from one of his most impactful speeches, which has helped myself and many other people clear out the negative thinking, that stinking thinking, as Zig Ziglar used to say, and make way for a more positive mindset. Now, Jim Rohn's life-changing speech begins by discussing the importance of our thinking habits. He shared an interesting observation, as I remember it. It was not poor working habits that kept most people from achieving their desired level of success. It was poor thinking habits. Yeah, most people work hard, right? They go at it and they grind away, but they don't think hard. And Jim explained that our minds are like these mental factories, and whatever we could think about all day long, but those are the ingredients that we're pouring into our factory, right? They shape our economic, our socioeconomic, as well as our financial lives. Jim then shared a personal anecdote about his own negative thinking habits. He used to start his day by reading the morning newspaper, which literally was filling his mind with negativity and tragedy. Yeah, guess what came out of his factory when he was doing that? Yeah. But everything changed when he met his mentor. And we've all heard the story of him meeting his mentor. And his mentor taught him the importance of guarding the doors to that mental factory, putting the fence around that to keep the negativity out. So that brings about actionable tip number 1 I want to leave you with today. To start transforming your thinking habits, you have to be mindful of what it is you're consuming. Replace all the negative and harmful information sources with positive and uplifting ones. Instead of watching the news or scrolling through social media first thing in the morning, perhaps try reading a self-help book or listening to this podcast. Listen to something motivational, whether it's this podcast or another one, okay? Actionable tip number 2, seek out mentors and surround yourself with positive, like-minded people. Their influence will help shape your thinking habits and set you on the path to success that you want, you desire, and you deserve. Remember, we become the average of the 5 people we spend most of our time with. So choose your company wisely. Now, here's an example I want to leave you with when it comes to that one. How many times have maybe you, right? We've known people who's maybe lost a job, lost a spouse, lost a girlfriend, a loved one, whatever. And they go down to the local pub, bar, watering hole, and they drown their sorrows. What are they doing? They're sitting there commiserating their sorrows with other people that perhaps have lost a job, lost a loved one, got hurt, whatever, right? So that negative thinking just tends to compound on itself. Whereas you start finding folks, maybe you do lose a job, maybe you lose a key client. What should you do? Go somewhere and network with the people that have the job that you want, that have the clients that you want. So you're elevating your thinking, you're elevating your energy, your resonance, right? You're making your heart song sing rather than drowning your heart song in booze, whatever it may be that you drink, okay? Now, actionable tip number 3, let's create a personal development plan and set aside time each and every day to invest in you. Yeah. We go to work every day and we invest into our boss, our job, our career. We play with our kids and invest time in showing them that we love them. But how often do we take the time every single day to invest in ourselves? Yeah. Now, this can include reading, attending seminars, taking an online course, listening to a podcast, or maybe just practicing meditation. Learning something new that you just have an interest in. I picked up a new tarot card set. Whether you believe in tarot cards or not, doesn't matter to you. This is me. Here was the thing. I was at a really cool organic store, and the art on the packaging just spoke to me. Now, tarot card is something I've always had a vague interest in, but something about it just said, buy me. And I did. And I'm checking it out. And I'm having fun. Whether it's going to ever predict my future or give me the guidance I'm looking for, I don't know. I'm too early in my journey to know that for sure now. But by dedicating the time into your personal growth, you'll develop a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Ultimately, in doing that, you're going to vastly improve your thinking habits. Actionable tip number 4. Let's practice a little gratitude every day. Let's practice some gratitude and focus on the positive aspects of your life, of our lives. Instead of wallowing, going back to the pub example I gave you earlier, instead of wallowing and drowning your sorrows on what you don't have and how everything's gone wrong, no. Let's shift your attention to what's going well and what you have to be thankful for. Well, damn it, Tracy, I don't have anything to be thankful for. Look, are you able to breathe? Then you have something to be thankful for. Are you able to stand up on your 2 feet? Or maybe 1 foot? Huh? Then you have something to be thankful for. Everybody has something, no matter how small, to be thankful for. Start there, and then slowly start looking further and further out. I remember when I started this exercise, I started with something really simple. I'm thankful to be alive. I lost a daughter, so I know there's an alternative. Okay? She was 18 months old. Gone. Just like that. Okay? So you be thankful for that. I wasn't thankful that she was gone, but I was thankful for getting to know her for that period of time. See, this simple practice can be so profound and impact your mindset so much. It'll just further improve your overall well-being to boot. Right? Go after that one. Practice that gratitude. And actionable tip number 5, this is the last one I'll leave you with here today. Challenge your limiting beliefs and those negative thought patterns. Yeah. let's throw the gauntlet down on that stinking thinking, shall we? You see, when negative thoughts arise, and they're going to, especially if you already habitually do it, confront them. Get all up in their face. Right? Get all up in their face and replace them with something empowering. Positive affirmations, positive thoughts, whatever it might be. Catch yourself with that stinking thinking and cut it off at the bud. Just nip that puppy right off. And be consistently practicing this technique. Here's why. You'll start to rewire your brain to default more towards positive thinking habits. Now, I'm not just here to say you need to blow rainbow up people's butts all the time. But let me tell you what, when you're blowing rainbows, you get a better view at the pot of gold than when you're just focusing on the storm clouds. I'm just saying, in summary, transforming your thinking habits is essential for unlocking your full potential and achieving the next level of success in any aspect of your life, right? Whether it's love, relationships, career, financial, spiritual even, for that matter, right? Remember the key takeaways I've given you here from Jim Rohn's life-changing speech. Be mindful of what you consume. Surround yourself with positive people. Invest in yourself in personal development. You're here. I think you're already doing that. Practice gratitude and challenge those limiting beliefs, right? Throw that gauntlet down in front of your stinking thinking. By implementing these 5 actionable tips, you, my friend, will be well on your way to cultivating a positive mindset and setting yourself up for the level of success that you desire and you damn well deserve. So take action today and begin the journey of transforming your thinking habits. Now, I want to say thank you for still being around. I disappeared for an extended period of time, but also thank you for joining us for this insightful journey into the mind of Jim Rohn and his strategy of success. I'm going to be sharing others with you, including my own, of course. I've been studying these guys since the 90s. So good gosh, what are we talking now? 40 years? Yeah. So if you found this episode valuable and want to learn more about achieving success, maybe in your entrepreneurial journey, make sure you take a listen to episode, I don't even think there's episode numbers on here, which is I'm starting to do. Starting now with this episode right here, we're going to be calling this episode 1. We're just going to give it a new season, maybe season 3, because I know we had 2 years of content before. So it was an episode entitled 5 Things Necessary for a Successful Entrepreneurial Journey. You're going to want to check that out, because in that episode, I dived into some essential strategies that every aspiring entrepreneur should know. Don't miss it. Listen now and start transforming your life and your business for the better. Whoa, and one more thing I forgot to mention to you. This episode and all the future episodes until further notice is brought to you by our friends over at the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast. So if you're looking to up your entrepreneurial game, especially in digital marketing, you're going to want to go over and check out the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast. And with that, my friends, I'm going to leave you as I always do. Think successfully and take action.
Thanks for listening to Your Success DNA podcast. Whether you're starting out or you're a seasoned entrepreneur, we have the tools and inspiration that you need to take your life to the next level. So stay tuned for more game-changing advice in our upcoming episodes. And hey, before you go, a quick reminder to check out our past episodes of Your Success DNA for more inspiring stories and practical advice. And if you've loved what you heard, leave us a review and share this podcast with your friends and colleagues. Let's all level up our lives together, shall we? Remember, your success is in your DNA.